We've seen many stars emerge in 2023, especially coming from the Boston Red Sox. We've seen Tristan Casas, Brian Bayo, and Masataka Yoshida all explode in year one on the scene for baseball. In 2022, the Red Sox were insufferable to watch. But in 2023, it was probably going to be the same exact thing if we're going to be real. But there were a few different things, and a few big things. That change is that there was a reason to watch the Red Sox. That, of course, was because of the young guys who were cementing themselves and right now are cementing themselves as true bona fide stars. Boston has been in a rebuild since Chaim Bloom got to Boston. With a brand new farm system and MLB team, they're still probably not going to be ready until about 2025, but they're in a very awesome spot right now with the talent. And I believe that there's going to be another superstar to go ahead and add to the list of stars for the Red Sox. In 2022, Tristan Casas was called up for September. In 2023, the Red Sox' second top prospect was called up in September. A player who's extremely athletic and is a multi-positional player, playing shortstop, second base, and anywhere in the outfield. I believe Ceddanne Rafaela is going to mold into the next MLB Superstar. It all goes back into 2017. When Rafaela was brought into the organization as an international signing. He had a small frame in his size, but much better pop in the bat than you would have expected for such a small player. We've seen a lot of talent come over into the MLB from these international signings, so that's automatically something to be excited about. One of these international players, of course, being Rafael Devers, the other Red Sox superstar. And no, I'm not comparing Rafaela to Rafael Devers, but both were international signings. And in the past 20 years, we've seen plenty of international signings work out. Now, going into 2023, Rafaela was regarded by many fans to be a top prospect. Not just Red Sox fans, but also MLB fans. And that he had a lot of potential to really break out for the Boston Red Sox. Overall, he's done just that. Rafaela managed to shoot up the minor leagues this year, starting in Double-A, where he had a .294 average and 6 home runs in 245 at-bats. It wasn't nearly as much power as we would have hoped, but at least he was getting on base. He is not a guy who walks to get on base at all, so he's fully dependent on getting the bat and the ball. The Red Sox knew that they had someone who could make a significant impact on this team, and that they could not fail this guy, and that they had to develop him properly. So they gave him the call-up into Triple-A, as he was also red hot whenever he was called up. He managed to fly past Triple-A because he wouldn't stop hitting home runs. We knew he was the hottest hitter in the minor leagues, but we thought that he would eventually cool down like every other player does. In the end, he never cooled down. Instead, he had 14 home runs in 199 at-bats. Keep in mind, in Double-A, he had 245 at-bats and only hit 6 home runs. In Triple-A, he had 199 at-bats and 14 home runs. This dude was in a rhythm, and he just flowed with the rhythm. To go with that 14 homers, he had a .312 batting average. The Red Sox simply could not resist calling this guy up, and ultimately decided that it would be best for the organization and him to go ahead and give him the call and to finish out the Red Sox season with Ceddanne Rafaela. And I don't see Rafaela going back down into the minor leagues either. He's played in 2 games so far, getting a single and getting a double right off of the Green Monster. This small-framed, 5'9", 165-pound man is going to mash for the Red Sox. Just like I said earlier, he's an athletic animal with his speed and his ability to play literally every single position. The Red Sox have a very loaded outfield, so outfielder really wasn't something that the Red Sox could consider for Rafaela. Instead, the Red Sox have said that they plan on playing him at second base. The Red Sox have not had a true set-in-stone second baseman all year. It's been a mix with a bunch of different guys. Most recently, it's been Luis Urias, of course a trade deadline guy. He's a good bench bat to have for the Red Sox, but he isn't someone you'd plan to have on your everyday roster. A guy like Rafaela playing there would be the most ideal for the team. Defensively, he's awesome, which is exactly the thing that the Red Sox have been lacking all year. But there's still one major issue for the Boston Red Sox, and that issue is, do the Red Sox even have a plan right now? Because their infield. Trevor Story is locked up in the infield until 2028. Tristan Casas is the first baseman for sure. Devers is the third baseman right now, but has struggled. Could he be moved to DH? Maybe, but you go ahead and you look at all this, and you say, hey, we have Ceddanne Rafaela now in the mix, and the Red Sox have many top infielder prospects with Marcelo Mayer, Nick York, and a few others even that are projected to be up by the end of next season, and at latest, the beginning of 2025. So what do the Red Sox do? Do you train Rafaela as your second baseman, or do you move him into the outfield for the sake of future prospects? If they did go with this direction of moving Rafaela into the outfield, then what do you do with that? Because you have Jarren Duran, Masataka Yoshida, Alex Verdugo, Adam Duvall, and Rob Refsnyder. It's loaded as it is, so where do you play him? My personal best bet would be that you trade Alex Verdugo, who has an expiring contract after next season. I think Verdugo would be the odd man out in this situation, being someone who wants to get paid, and I'm not sure that the Red Sox want to do that with the amount of talent that they have coming, especially if they could trade Alex for their biggest need, starting pitching. Wherever Ceddanne Rafaela ends up playing, I believe he will do it at a very high level. He showed the potential in the minor leagues, and he will continue doing it in the major leagues. His bat is super consistent, which consistency is something Chaim Bloom loves, and it's something that the Red Sox need. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, and peace out.